Alright, I've come back to make a second video. I've been hard at work at this. Hard at work indeed. But before I show you the work I've made, let me go on ahead and show you how the enemies work. Just a little quick something and other, nothing too special. Alright. So this is basically the control chip for all of the enemy ships in this game. Space Blasters, last game. Now I'm just here to show you how all of it works. So, you're probably wondering how the hell he got these ships to move on a grid. It's not as easy as you think with this game, but once you get the hang of how all the gadgets work, it's not that hard. So, this is the timer. Goes into a randomizer, which this is what I've been doing for item spawns. Basically just like a 1 in 10 chance, i.e. a 10% chance. And you're going ahead, take that 10% chance, put it into another randomizer, split that up, now you got a 5% chance. Now, that's a 5% chance for this cruiser ship to move every 1.5 seconds. And this just determines whether it's left or right. And the barrier stuff, that's not important, just detects if there's a barrier there. Now this is the part that's a little bit complicated now. You see this follower gadget right here? This is connected to the microchip. The microchip follows these tags. And this is how the instant movement works. Now, the ship itself isn't where all of this is. All of this is on its own microchip. This is on a ship, though, to have the explosion and the items as well as bullets and stuff to go right where it needs to go, instead of where the microchip is, which I think I said the last time, but I don't remember. Oh, and this right here, if you want to know how to make a proper health, all you gotta do is just take the health manager, or variables, either one works. I use variables for the player, but health for the ship, so everything is kind of like in one position. I take that, which one had to go? Remaining health, I believe. I put that into a NOT gate, into a keyframe, and I use these text box right here. And this is the most important part. You have to have it horizontally line left or right, depending on what your health bar is going to look like. Now, that's how you get a health bar. I like it. I don't know why I like it. It's so simplistic. Before, when I was doing this test thing of this horror shooter with this boss of some other person's creation, it was nothing big. I kind of just deleted it and just kept the pistol model as is. I had the text boxes just changing depending on what the variable is. If it's equal to 1, do this, 2, do that, yada yada yada. This is so much easier and so much more compact, and I had wished I'd seen it before. But anyways, it's fine. It was nothing too big. It was just a little test for an FPS shooter. Not really something I'm working on. Oh yeah, I got it. I lost track. But yes, the follower has this connected to this. The tag's always there. This is always connected to that. So it always stays on that point. When it wants to switch, when the enemy switches lanes, it goes into this barrier, into this AND gate, and depending on which one it chooses, activates a tag here and a tag there. And depending on which one it activates, this will quickly, to an extent, teleport, even though it's not actually teleporting, but it's instant enough to act like teleportation, and because the enemy is the one that's actually moving, it doesn't matter how fast this moves. So then that moves the ship where it needs to go. Now I don't think I'm going to get it to move. And to make this go by quicker, I'm going to go ahead and reduce this to, what would this be? 25% chance. Now you'll see the microchip move in its entirety. Soon. At some point. There we go. RNG. You saw how all that moved? That's why some of the explosions and the bullets... Well, no, the gunner bullets were fine. I think I like noticed this before, like I sent out the actual demo. Man, am I tired. I guess like 2 a.m., but I like the 2 to 10 work hours. But yeah, that's how the enemies change lanes. And for the gunners, they simply just have like a timer that, like, you know, one timer that goes until it like activates another timer, which is when it actually shoots. That's why it doesn't shoot while it's off screen, it shoots while it's on screen. It's nothing special. But this is also nothing really special. This allows for the enemies to rotate a bit as they turn, so it has more, you know, dynamic. It's not that important, but I like the dynamic of it. It detects the movement sensor and goes into that. A lot of people seem to think the score should be higher. I don't want to kind of call people out. I'm going to do this so I don't have to like press don't save, but I look back into this and I look at the scoreboard. Now, one person did better. They only had like 1,000. But a lot of people seem to be getting 1,000, like negative points. I don't know how. I mean, yeah, I could have probably like made the demo menu a bit better, but it's temporary. It doesn't exactly matter. So long as you know the controls. But, yeah. A lot of people seem to have a hard time getting past the first zone. And you know, oh god. Don't worry about that. That's the song for the second, what do you call it? So, I wasn't just gonna show you the enemy ship. No, I'm not gonna just leave you hanging with just one tiny little tidbit of information. I'm going to show you the second zone. Now, part of me questions if I should change this, because this is what allows for the enemies, what do you call it, to be, you know, how many enemies you need to kill per stage. But I'm going to go through the genuine experience. That's right, I said genuine. And because there's no, like, you know, menu to go through, this is not a part of the demo. I don't even think anybody's going to get to the demo because it's a bit too difficult. And because it's a demo, obviously people aren't going to, you know... Oh god, that's loud. Ah, my ears! Thank god I implemented an options menu here. I think the sound effects might be fine. Yeah, that's a hell of a lot better. Yeah, I don't know, man. That one guy that got 3,000 points must have not figured that X was the shoot button. I don't know how you can get 3,000 points. Like, negative 3,000 points, not 3,000. Unless they thought it was a dodging mission. Dodging game. Don't kill any enemies, just dodge them all. I guess it is possible. If RNG allows it. I feel like that's a bit too loud still. Music, at least. Although I probably could just reduce the volume on my headset. I could do that. Actually, I don't know if that's going to... Hold on, let me see where... Ah, there it is. That should be loud enough. Hopefully that didn't mess up the voice volume. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little spoilers about the second zone. And the second zone... Why is this giving me health pickups when I don't even need it? The second zone is basically... an introduction to the bullet hell that this game could be. These guys aren't, like, that bad. Oh, also, I figured out what was wrong with the, that I made the timer 0.1 instead of, you know, something more manageable. Like 0. Guy just went back. Like 0.5. At least that way you can dodge shots better with the ship. Hopefully I can do better this time around, but again, talking kind of like hard to focus and talk at the same time. Yeah, as I was saying before, Zone 2 is basically an introduction to the bullet hell that there could be. It's not that bad. Before it was, like, really bad. Like, okay, there's an enemy ship called the Bolter. And it does, it shoots a bullet every second. As opposed to these guys, the gunners, shooting a bullet every 2 seconds. The difference with the Bolter is they die in 1 hit. As opposed to the gunners who die in 2 hits, depending on what you use. The gunners have 15 HP. I don't believe I said that in the last video because I was so damn distracted. But, yeah. At least for the beamer, it takes like 1 hit to kill the Bolter. Oh god. Alright, I gotta use it. Hopefully we can get through this quickly. First zone takes like 20 minutes to get through with, without letting any enemies pass by you. I will admit though, this is a challenging game if you don't have the hang of the controls. If you don't have the hang of your ship. I've been playing with the beamer for like days now, testing it. So I know all the ins and outs of how to use the ship. A new person going into this is not gonna know how to use the ship. Sure, they'll get the gist of it, but they're not gonna master it. Like that. Not many people are gonna be able to master that technique of getting 2 lanes at once. It's hard to master. The timing's not easy. And also that happens. It's helpful though. Not gonna lie, it is helpful. Being able to block an enemy shot with your bullets without having to waste your defensive is obviously very helpful. Now, that only really applies to the beamer. Other ships are going to have like different defensive abilities. Some are going to be like way more useful, but it's like more situational. God, it's cold here. I switched the thing to have an hour recording, so hopefully it doesn't take more than an hour. Well, technically now it's less time because I just told you about how the enemy ships work. Hopefully it won't take that long. Just gotta keep killing ships. Well, the one good thing about something like a game like this is that it's very easy to make. Like, the only thing that I'm iffy in is the music. Bombardment Battlefield's music, the second zone, I think it's decent. I don't know how I can improve upon it. I don't know how good I can make it. But other than that, it's just making the themes for the level and making the enemy ships. I want to try to at least introduce like 3 to 4 unique enemy ships every zone, with the 10th zone being the last zone that has unique enemy ships. After you complete the 10th zone, it basically just brings you back to a deep space zone.
Level up.
Could use a defensive ability there, but that's fine. That's another thing. I have played the ship so many times, and I still can't get the defensive ability ingrained into my playstyle. I gotta, like, actively do it. I gotta actively, like, go out of my way. See, like that. I gotta actively do that. I had to think to do that. That wasn't an unconscious decision. Alright, I'm gonna use this. Oof. I can understand why people want to, like, reduce the score of, like, how often, or how often, reduce the score of, on, like, your death. See? I actively dodged that instead of doing defensive. Alright, and what? People want me to reduce the score lost upon death, as well as, like, all the score lost when enemies pass by you. I guess it makes sense. Oh god, there's so many enemies. But that's only, like, the first zone. Difficulty 2 enemies have, like, they give scores of, like, what was it, 30, 40, 50? I guess depending on what, like, difficulty 2 enemies you're going up against. The only reason why it's so low in, like, the first level is because these enemies are very easy. You should rarely die in this part.
Level up.
I mean, again, if you're just starting off and you don't know, like, how to deal with these guys. Actually, wait, hold on. Here's a better tip, instead of just, like, using all of your abilities. You don't have to kill every single enemy on the screen. You don't have to. You can let some of them pass by. For example, here comes a very fast-moving enemy, and you're like, oh god, I gotta kill him before he gets to the edge of the screen. But he only gives you 30 points. And if this enemy hits you, because he moves very fast and changes lanes on you, then you lose 1,000 points. When all you could have done was just let him pass by you, and only lose 30. You don't have to kill every single enemy in the game. Granted, it is important to kill a lot of enemies to progress and actually get points, but it's better to lose a small amount of points than to lose a crap ton. Another helpful hint is to not, like, stand in the shots of enemy ships. How should I put this? Ah, crapola. You can take some hits here and there, but don't just purposely take a crap ton of hits just to get to an enemy. Look at that, I'm already at 4, and only took 1 hit. Although I was getting pretty overwhelmed there, so it kind of makes sense that I took a hit.
Level up.
Ooh, and another health kit. Oop. I'm gonna go on ahead and get myself a blanket because it's getting quite cold in here. Weird, it's cold, and yet it's spring. Why must it still be so cold? Whatever. But yes. As I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. So let's move on to a different subject. Oh yeah, the whole score instance, right. I don't recall if I said this in the previous video, but I'm going to say it anyways. Like I said before, I wanted the penalty for dying to be severe. And you're going to see, like, that it's not as severe later on if you're, like, you know, decent at, like, the game and, like, have pretty much the mechanics on lock. If you're just starting out in this game, it's going to be very difficult at first, and I've noticed this with a bunch of people getting negatives. That one person, though, did good, though. I will say, he did better his second time around. Because I think he had only like 1,000, so kudos for him for trying the game again and trying to get a better score. But, you know, I think he still has problems with dying. Like, yeah, I can understand. If you don't, like, if you haven't played this, like, a crap ton of times, and you don't, like, come in with a strategy, and you just come in with, like, I'm just here to shoot things, you're not really gonna get, like, a crap ton of, crap. I probably could have saved myself from that shot if I used the defensive ability, but it's not ingrained into my skull yet. Boy, I tell ya. The zones are just gonna get way more difficult. And the beamer ship's a good ship early on. Are you kidding me, game? Well, that was pointless. Again, I probably would have had full health if I used my defensive. I don't have it ingrained into my skull yet to use my goddamn defensive abilities. It also doesn't help that I haven't, like, kept track of, like, when they shoot and when they are going to shoot. I should. Although I feel like that's just too complex for the amount of strategy that's going to be put into this. Oh yeah, and I've noticed, it happened before in the previous video. I thought he was the one who shot, but it was the guy I just killed who shot. Okay, I'm using this. What was I saying? Oh yes, this weird bug that I don't think I can fix. Where sometimes 2 items will drop at once from a single enemy. And I think the reason behind that is... Alright, let me go into it in finer detail. So, all the enemy ships aren't spawning in the items. There's a separate object, or item. I usually call these things object due to my Game Maker days. The Game Maker program, not like, you know, game making in general. But I have this item called Item Spawner, or object called Item Spawner. Just to alleviate confusion. And that's the one that spawns in all the items. I might have said this in the first video. I don't remember. But that's what spawns in all the items. It's mainly like that because if I have all the enemies spawning in the items, that's just a lot of things cluttering up the things thermometer. And surprisingly, it's only 19%. Crap. Never mind, I didn't get hit, Ant. Alright, I'm just using this. I screwed that up. It's fine, I'll just use my defensive on him. What it was originally used for. Ugh. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm surprised that it's only 19%.
Level up.
Spoilers! I've got a total of 9 enemy ships. All with, like, their coding and stuff made. Got the player ship. The coding to spawn in the enemies at, like, a certain rate. The item spawner with all of the coding for, like, which item to spawn. And all of that still only equates to 19%. And with 2 soundtracks, background music, which is only like a total of 4%, surprisingly. Let's see, that's what I gotta keep doing. So, at first I was worried that... Okay, because... I could do a test right here. See the thermometer? Now it's at 29%, with the amount of enemies spawned in being this much. Ooh! I destroyed him and blocked their shots. That's what I want to see. But yes, all of that, and it's still surprisingly 19%. And because of all the enemies spawning in, obviously the thermometer things is gonna, like, increase. I'm hoping I can get the limit to 50 or even 60. Because don't forget, I still got 8 more zones to make, probably like 20 or 30 more enemies to make. I do have a lot of ideas for the enemies. There is no drought for enemy ideas that I have in mind. So it's more of a case of, do I have enough space for this? The idea is to get at least 50 to 60. And, obviously the only reason why I'm able to have so many ships here to begin with is... Oh god. Oh god! This guy's trying to... I'm using this, get myself a breather. The only reason I can have so many ships in there at once is because I decreased the quality of the ships by so much. Which is fine because, I mean, look how far away the ships are. You're not going to see a crap ton of oh god. Detail. That's going to be the most helpful combo. Uses up all of your attacks in that instance, but prevents you from getting hit almost guaranteed so long as you don't sideswipe yourself into a bullet. But yeah, enemy ships, they're so far away, there's not a lot of detail to show. Which I think is fine. I still have the details in... Oh god! And see, that's why that can be helpful. Still took a hit. See, I can understand why people are gonna have, like, a hard time later. I mean... I kinda need it, but I kinda don't at the same time, and I don't think I could have gotten there anyways. Whew. Lost my train of thought again. God damn it. Okay, we're getting close to the second zone. The second zone is pretty hectic. I think it starts off at a decent pace. It's not too bad. Oh, that boom. You know, no, oh, thank God that shot blocked that. Okay, there's too many blasters here. Ah, crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. Ah! Damn you, short-term memory lost. Was there something to do about the spawning of the enemies and the rates of that? Man, if only I had a playback. Anyways, yeah, Zone 2. It's almost coming up. It does get pretty hectic, though, I will say. You think Zone 1 is difficult? Well, it's not, but... God, I don't know how to say it without sounding so insensitive. That's a good thing about that defensive. It blocks heavy shots. One thing about the heavy bullets is they not only do more... Okay, freaking missed bullet there. They not only do more damage, but they also take more hits to destroy. The bullets, at least. Oh god, these guys constantly moving. And these guys aren't even the worst part. Ah, shitberg. It's fine. It was almost not fine, but we're still fine. Gotta figure out when I should use this. See if we can't just, like, skip right into the next zone. Now seems good.
Level up.
Alright, here we go.
Zone completed.
Here we go, bombardment battlefield. There it is. The second zone. Took us long enough, but... what can you do? Now, before I was thinking about having, like, the MA spawn be, like, 20%. Not enemy spawn, enemy kill meter increase, because the way the thing increases, which I might want to show you at some point, but for now we're just focusing on showing you Zone 2 and also having a little... Oh god. Yeah, Zone 2 is the part where you just shouldn't really bother killing every single enemy that passes you. But as I was saying, before I went on that tangent... Oh god. Every level up increases the enemy kill requirement by 10% via the maximum value. So it starts off at 100, goes up by 10% and goes to 110. Then it takes that 110 and brings the max value of that up by another 10%. So then it's, I believe, 121. I don't need to tell you that, because you saw the meter as you've been watching me play this. But yeah, before... Okay, this is the part where you shouldn't really bother trying to kill all the enemies. Or are those guys like 15 points? Yeah, it's fine to sacrifice 30 when I just got that back with, like, no problem. There is one enemy, though, where you shouldn't let pass you, no matter what. I mean, it doesn't matter in, like, the grand scheme of things. It only really matters if you are, like, really low on health. Hopefully you'll see it within the hour I'm recording. Oh, dear God. Alright, well, that was a waste. See what I mean? Crap, there's so many bullets. And these are the gunners. Before I had the oh, I needed this. Before I had the spawn rate like this. The first level, it was 20%. 20% to spawn in a difficulty 2 enemy.
Level up.
And the enemy spawning was always the bolter. And the bolter, like I said before, its cooldown was 1 second. Ah, crap. This is gonna get hard to fucking focus. So there was like tens of, like 15s maybe, of bolters on screen, with like a crap ton of bullets flying all over the place. Alright, I'm gonna lower this more because I can barely hear myself talk. But yeah, it was so hectic. It was almost unmanageable. And this was like when I had the percentage go up by 20%. Now I made it go to 5% because, oh god. Oh no. Crap. Alright, I gotta use it. Use it or abuse it! Man, I just want to show you guys the health shield, but it's just not giving me it. Man. And this is not even the hardest zone either. Although I'm not really that good at bullet hells anyway. I mean, I like to think I'm decent, but I'm not like the best. Ah, frick. For the love of all that's random, give me a health kit. Oh, thank God. Ask and thee shall receive. Saved myself from losing a life. Just don't be an idiot and lose the frickin' health I just gained. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about, like, using your ultimates is, like... It makes sense to like have it this way because... Oh, thank God. Thank God that bullet hit that. Before I had it set up to where... Can I talk for more than 5 seconds without getting shot at? As I was saying before. For the love of... Alright, give me a second, give me a minute.
Level up.
No, this isn't where the zoomers come into play. Freak. Alright. I think we have a small reprieve. Before I had it set up to where ultimates... You were still able to gather ultimates. Just letting by. Even while your ultimate was active. Which was able to fill your ultimate meter up quickly. That would mean you get your ultimate up too quickly. And you would kind of just like game the system. By just letting a crap ton of enemies come in. And just refill your ultimate without having to really do anything. So the fix for that was to make it so that you don't gather any ultimate while your ultimate's active. It makes it so that if a large ultimate fuel barrel comes in, it's kind of a waste. It's still good for score, but, you know, with the amount of enemies you're killing, I don't think score really matters that much. Unless you're going to pick up an extra life or a nuke. Crap. Now, extra lives and nukes give you 1,000 points. God damn it! I need to use circle more. There we go. Alright. It's fine. We're still alive. Still half health. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted for the upteenth time. That's the whole reason why... Oh god, I'm lightheaded. That's the whole reason why I have you lose 1,000 points upon death. Because you get 1,000 points getting an extra life pickup. And I think this is a little funny tidbit. Yeah, there is going to be a lore to this. Like, nothing too big, just like little tidbits of information. You're basically a group called the Space Blasters. A group of 6 people. Maybe 12 at some point, but for now, 6 is the limit. Because I don't really feel like oversaturating the amount of playable ships in, like, the first version of the game. Ah, freaking hell. But you play as, basically, the 6 main characters of the Space Blaster group. And you're all androids. Humanity is basically extinct. Earth is the only planet left in the solar system. And all the destroyed planets, including the dwarf planets, make up that purple gas giant you see in the deep space level. Oh, here comes the zoomers. Oh god, and this is why these guys are annoying. They change lanes frequently, and they can change up to 2 lanes at once. What time is it? When did I start this? Ooh. Makes me wonder if I should do a cut here. I'll go a little bit further. Just a little bit. Maybe I'll continue after oh god. After I explain what the lore is. So yeah, basically, you're on a ship. I don't know what the name of the ship is yet, but it's a big barge ship. This barge ship is basically what that giant purple beam is. The ship destroys everything in the area. and then spawns a new ship in. Now, because you're all androids, basically, the deaths of your player ships are canon, and they get revived because their artificial souls are placed in a new body, and they are given a new ship. Think of like the ships that they create is like some atomic manipulation technology. They just create it through the scraps of the enemy ships that they get. And the score is... oh god. Jesus Christ. The score is basically... technically money. And it costs money for the ship to spawn you in. And here's another tidbit. When an enemy passes by you, the only reason you lose score is because the bar ship is following closely behind you, and they're just cleaning up your mess. Alright? They're cleaning up the ships you left behind, and they're deducting your score because of it. That's why you lose score every time an enemy passes by you. And that's why you lose score when the ship's beam hits enemies, because you're not killing them. They're cleaning up your mess because you couldn't survive. Which I am about to initiate soon enough. With my 1 health point. There you go. I knew it was coming. Oh god. Ah, crapola. Yeah, the recovery part's definitely going to be the most difficult part. Oh, that was a close one. Like I said before, sacrifice some points. You don't want to lose a crap ton of points. All because you just wanted to kill that one enemy. And you run into him instead. Right now I'm sacrificing that Zoomer ship because I ain't going to get to it in time. I don't want to die again. I got 6 lives.
Level up.
But, yeah. So think of it like this. Those people that got negative points, canonically, their Space Blaster team is in debt. I mean, it makes sense, right? But you're like this big barge ship. Think of it as like your team has like your own economic value. Like everybody has their own setup. Like their own account, their own codex. They don't have like an already... that was pointless. Well, I guess I'm stuck here. Thankfully there's no enemies to the right. But, yeah. They're in debt. I lost my train of thought again. Should be using my ultimate. Really should. Oh god. I saw that coming. And I pressed square instead of circle. Because I thought my beam would counteract that. But I was too slow. Oof. Should I cut it? Is there a way I can check to see how much recording I have left? Alright, I'm gonna cut it here, just in case. Alright, here we go. Okay, well hopefully I can stitch that together in, how you say, share. Why do I keep getting hit? Oh, I forgot I had a... God. Hey, even I have some issues. But then again, the second zone is something I just recently created. I have somewhat of a hang of it, but not entirely. I imagine the further I get in terms of making... okay, screw that guy. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's terrible. Everything sucks. Die. Ugh. I imagine the further I get into making the future zones, the better I'm going to get at the earlier zones. I haven't even gotten to the other two ships yet. Oh boy, let me tell you. Whew. There's going to be one ship you don't want to pass you, and you'll see why soon enough. I'm not going to do a demonstration unless I know I can take the hit. I mean, even when I'm not talking, I still get hit. Even while I'm fully focused. It's not as easy as you think. Hit that too early. It does indeed get way more difficult. I've only shown you just the surface. I was not paying attention there. Although the one thing good about Zone 2 is the,
Level up.
how you say, blaster ship over there. That black and purple ship. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about the double power-up. I could have made quick work of that guy. Whatever. He died quickly anyways. That was too early. Oh, see? You can destroy those things. This is why... Well, it's kind of too late now, but... That's what I like to see. Getting 2 power-ups at once. Even more when I get 3. But the shields... The invincibility shield is pretty friggin' rare. I really wish my luck wasn't so terrible so I can get the damn health shield. I like the health shield. I like the concept of it. Because what it does is it gives you I should have used my defensive ability. God damn it! What it does, it gives you temporary health. It's equal to your ship's max health. So if your ship has 10 health, it gives 5. If your ship has... Okay, I'm going to ignore those guys because that's certain death right there. If your ship has 30 health, it gives 15. And this health you cannot heal up, no matter what. There's nothing that can heal up other than another health shield. Which, again, you've seen how long I've been going at this. Level 16, haven't come across a single health shield, nor an invincibility shield, which has the same drop rate as a health shield. And there's that glitch I told you about. But speak of the devil! The double shield! Now don't be an idiot and collide with a ship. Because that won't save you from, you know, death. Oh god. Ah! Now, I don't think I've tested this before. Oh god. Ah. Oh, I should have used this. I haven't tested this yet, but I think if, okay, let's say you get hit with a deadly attack. Well, you're really making a fool out of me now, aren't you, health shield? Dropping twice. It's fine, it's fine. I like having a lot of health. Ensures my survival. Alright. I think it's fine. Gonna be real upset if I collide into a ship. After having just remaxed my health shield. This can be stressful sometimes. It can be... Son of a bitch. Son of bitch. Son of bitch. I really gotta get into the habit of using the defensive. There goes my health shield. I only got one left now. Damn you, blasters! Damn you! Bolter, I think. I don't know which one did it.
Level up.
Okay, here come... and there goes the invincibility shield when I don't need it. I don't need this now. Okay, well, at least it got one use. Items spawn when you don't need it. So decreeth the RNG gods. And there's the... there's the ship I just destroyed immediately. I guess I'll show you what this ship does if I don't accidentally kill it. Alright, so I'm gonna let this ship pass right on by. And here's what it does. It shoots a bullet to the side that you cannot avoid. At least with the blaster ship. That enemy is called the flanker. And, consider it an additional penalty for letting a ship pass by you. Or at least a particular ship. And it will get more hectic. Like, there will be more flankers. I like the idea of, like, ships reducing your score whenever they pass by you. It gives, like, a penalty of some form. Even though it's not that big of a penalty, it still is a little bit of a penalty. Just, like, oh, for crying out loud, with this row of the conga line of gunners. Oh, and I got an extra life. Oh, can I get it? I got it. Okay, I gotta use it. But yes, I do like the penalty. But I don't think it was enough. I didn't think it was enough because you could very easily bypass, like, the score you lose. So long as you're, like, only letting a few enemies pass by. So I thought, why not have an enemy that not only reduces your... shit. Okay, hold on. I like that for some reason. Just freaking... Every time... I'm gonna go off into like a little tangent, but every time Jordan does that, you know, Crime Sparkles does the whole, you know... what's a good example? Like that time I said ships fuck. I like that example for some reason. I don't even... I forgot what I said with the, what do you call it? It's giving them shit or some shit, but I don't know. I forgot what I was talking about. I'm flustered. I'm being overwhelmed. Look at all the gunners on screen. Oh my god, that's too many bullets. I can't handle this. I should just die and get my health back. It's fine, I can get it back by using this. You see that? I got my score back pretty easily. My head. I forgot what I was talking about, and I just got hit. Everything sucks. Oh god, and there's more gunners. Why are there more gunners? Gunners and bolters. Those guys that shoot fast bolters, those orange guys. The basically upgraded version of the gunners that shoot faster. Why is there more of them? It only gets worse from here. I hope I get better at this when I make the next few zones. I have to, right? It only makes sense. The more I test, the better I get. It's gonna suck when I play as the other 5 ships and I have to, like, relearn a whole new strategy and a whole new moveset. That was just wasted. I am saddened. And that was a flanker. Oh god, see what I mean? These guys suck. I saw that coming and I didn't press square. What is it, level 18? One more enemy until the last new enemy comes into play. Oof. Pain and suffering. in the form of ships. Oh, but I want that. Even if it's small, I want it. I love that double collateral. Less bullets that I have to use and less time I have to waste. Thanks for running into my bullets. I really appreciate you making my life easier. Not you, though. Crap. I probably would have gotten hit there if I didn't dodge that. See, look at that. 60,000 points. Oh, God. Yeah. Alright, I gotta use it. He's probably... Oh, no, I got him. I know it's a little weird having them die when they're just outside the beam, but I kind of want to have it to where, like, at least with this ultimate, it gets the enemies to the side of you, so that, you know, it only, like, doesn't get the enemies that can't effectively kill you if you, like, try to encompass the whole screen. That was, like, my idea around that. I have, like, these multiple guns on the ship, but I never really got around to, like, making the, I need it. But wait, can I get to the flanker in time? Yes, I can. That's another... There's, like... The one thing I am looking forward to this is the, split-second dilemmas. You see, like, a large health kit. You're on 1 HP, but a flanker's on the other side of the screen. And you have to make a decision. Is it worth getting that large health kit? Are you going to get it in time? Will the flanker bullet hit you before you can get the large health kit? And that's not all. There's this... let's say nuke on screen. I haven't gotten a nuke yet to show you it. Nukes are so damn rare. Oh god, I gotta use it. Come on, come on. Come on! I missed it. Oof. Yeah, see the enemy kill counter needing 350? Before it was like, what, 700? And I think it was 500 when I kept it as 10%. I think a 5% increase is more balanced. It's not too long. I know a lot of people are going to say, it takes too long to get to the next level. I've been sitting at this level for an hour now. And I would imagine something like, I don't know, Zone 3, maybe. The later zones are definitely going to take a while. Oh, crap. Oh, God. I almost got killed there.
Level up.
Alright, here comes the splitters. These guys changed the game. And a lot, I'll talk about them after I finish my thoughts. But, people are going to say it's taking too long to get to the next level. And, that's the point. I wanted to take a while to, like, progress through levels. Part of the reason is I want, like, the later levels to be very difficult. So if you go through the levels way too quickly, then the difficulty will ramp up way too much. Consider stuff like, okay, maybe, for example, level 50 to 100 and up. Maybe level 60 and up? I don't know when it's... Oh, here's the splitter. I'll talk about it more later. I don't know when I plan on having the, Oh, it's not a plan, it's more of a case of, is this ship going to make these zones more difficult? Which ship's going to be the most difficult to kill? And how is this ship going to make your life miserable? But I estimate to be around at least maybe 50 is when things are going to start to get more, like, difficult. Like, mid-game. Mid-game difficulty. Yeah, that's it. Mid-game difficulty. That's... Oh, God. And that's the purpose of the splitter there. I'll talk about it later. Gotta finish this thought. mid-game difficulty should be challenging, but not too challenging. My thought here is that casual gamers are only going to really go up to like 10, 20. Maybe they're more likely going to get... I should go for that health kit. They're more likely only going to get like, I don't know, 100,000? I think even casual gamers will have a hard time with this. Oh, well, that's a waste. This is not going to... Yep, I don't even know why I bothered. I should have grabbed it for the points, but again... Off topic again. I don't think casual gamers are going to really get too far. The plan I have with Space Splash is to be a little bit more for, like, those people who are, like, for a challenge. To see how long they can survive in very harsh environments. And... look, I'm just casually talking, and I'm not really having too much issue. I haven't died in a while. I'm gonna die soon now that I said that, but... it's manageable. Speaking of manageable, sometimes you gotta just get lucky and get a health kit spawn. Obviously, don't rely on power-ups. If you're relying on power-ups in this game, you're not gonna succeed. I think I said that in the first video. I don't remember. Crap. It was too far. But yeah, don't rely on power-ups. If you see a power-up, take advantage of it, but don't depend on it. You gotta utilize your skill and the knowledge of your own ship. See? Don't rely on it, but take advantage of the opportunity when you see it. Only when you know you can handle said opportunity. Alright, there's a lot of enemies. Oh god. And, like, obviously the drop rate for all items are going to increase. Because okay, let me give you an example. So, all the difficulty 2 enemy ships... crap. They don't crap. All the difficulty 2 enemy ships have a 3% chance of dropping an item. For some reason, there's a double item drop, but I think it's rare enough to just be a... maybe I'll have it be a feature. I don't think there's a way to fix it, because if you kill a bunch of enemies on screen, the item spawner, for some reason, it takes a long time to spawn in items. So, if it goes in very slowly...
Level up.
Oh, level 20. If it goes in slowly, it's going to spawn in an item out of thin air, and you're going to be like, where did that come from? I wish it was more instant, and it uses a teleportation tag. Part of me wishes there was a way for it to be more instantaneous, so that it just goes across the screen in like a split second. Meteor molecules, if you're listening to this, maybe add it as a feature. Maybe have it be something very rare. You know I can't have all these enemies have health kits and all the item drops. Because if I plan on having like 30 enemy variants and I have like a crap ton of items, it's just gonna like clutter up the things thermometer, the gameplay thermometer. Alright, douchebags, stop blocking my bullets. Yeah, back on topic to difficulty. I don't think casual gamers are really going to get very far in this game. I know my tag says Elite Gamer, my name. I'm not elite. Teen me, not anymore. Although, I don't know, I think I'm decent. I'm not like the best at games. I'm not like MLG Pro kind of crap, but I think I'm good enough. I platinum Crash 1, 2, 3 in Crash Team Racing. I would consider myself an elite if I can platinum Crash 4. That game is hard as hell to platinum. I don't really feel like initiating patience with that. Especially due to how picture perfect you have to be to get platinum relics. Like, my god, that's a pain in the ass. But we're not here to talk about that. And I get hit in the process. Let's talk about the splitter for a bit. Now, you saw the splitter in action right there. The flanker and a splitter basically is a game changer. Every single enemy you face up until that point always shoots forward. The blaster, the gunner, the bolter, they always shoot forward. Then in comes the flanker, which doesn't shoot forward. Looks like a charger. And if you don't know that it's a flanker, if you don't like... I mean... Yeah, I guess the bullets could... the nozzle of the guns could stand out a little bit more. Although, you see these weird prongs sticking... Oh, God. Sticking out of the side of the, of a ship. You have to, like, imagine that those are bullets, right? It may not be obvious at first, but, you know. After having experienced a single hit from them, you'll then realize, oh, those guys actually are bad if I let them pass me. They change up the game in showing you that enemies can shoot in more directions than just forward. Because they just shot forward, like... Well, no, the original Space Blasters, I do believe, had the splitter. But it was, like, way more tankier. I think it had, like... I think it was tankier than the blaster ship. Which is not good. I learned from my mistakes. Too many bullet sponge is not fun. In the original Space Blasters, you were like cowering in a lane, hoping that you could kill all the enemies before... Oh, and there was no flankers. Okay, thank God I got that guy in time. There was no zoomers, and there was only like a select few of enemies. It was pretty bare bones, basic, bland. It was fun, but like it didn't really have too much replay value. Unlike this, enemy spawns randomly. You could get like some very unlucky spawns, like I did with all those splitters. See how I'm getting like barely any splitters now? As soon as I said that, one spawn in, two spawns in. Alright, where's the third one? And those guys move fast. I wanted them to move fast, just so that, you know, they cover more ground.
Level up.
Oh, thank God. Alright, now the reason why that's going up is because I haven't coded in the, you know, the zone transition. Is that it? Alright, that's it. But yeah, I haven't made the third zone yet. This is as far as I got so far. I haven't made the third zone theme yet. I haven't made the enemies yet. I already had the enemies planned. Oof. Quit even though my score isn't going to be saved because this is a scene and not an actual dream. Oh, look at that. 23. And now, 19. And look at that, 31. With 9 ships. As well as, you know, some of the background elements. And I could probably, like, reduce more quality so I can get more in. Ugh. Now I wanna show you something. The enemy spawning in. This is how pretty much all sets up. Like, level progresses and certain enemies spawns in differently. Obviously, since the first level was basically just, you know, one ship, you only need, like, one node. And then as more comes in, it gets more complicated. All the wires, all the AND gates, I just went into that. This is, right here, is where the difficulty 2 enemy comes into play. And now, we, you know, after having just, like, set up, you know, a perfect determined spawn rate, once all of the difficulty enemy comes into play, once all of them are in this case, difficulty 1 only has 4 enemies, so there's only really like 4 to distribute. It has a finite spawn rate, so the only thing that gets affected, Jesus Christ, words, after you have surpassed, you know, after all of the enemy ships of that difficulty is in the, oh, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Backtrack! Reverse brain, once all of the difficulty enemy spawns in, for example, difficulty 1, that's their spawn rate for the rest of the game. And the spawn rate only changes in instances like this. So this is how it basically is set up in Zone 2. And level 11, level 11, the spawn rate for a difficulty 2 ship is 5%, and it's 95% for these guys. That's why there's not too many bolters, but they still spawn in. It's the same rate as the blasters, I believe. Actually, let me double check it. I believe it's the same rate. I believe it was 1% for level 9 and 5% for... Yep, 5%. So it basically just replaces the... I mean, the blasters aren't replaced, obviously. Once an enemy is introduced, they're never going to go away. They're always going to be there. Even if you hate that enemy, they're always going to be there. But, yeah. I believe it's a 5%, but I'm not going to look into it. So, level 11, 5% chance for difficulty 2 to spawn in. Then it goes to 10% at level 12, 50% at level 13, 20% at level 14, 25% at level 15, and it maxes out at 30% at level 16. That's what it was in, like, what was it? 11, 12, 13. And there was like a crap ton of like zoomers and stuff. I think this is a good balance. Not a crap ton of enemies spawns in. And then once level 16 comes in play, things start to get a little bit more challenging. Only when you get to 17 and 18 does the spawn diversify, and there's not a whole lot spawning in. Now, as I was saying before, difficulty 1 enemy spawn rates are now the same throughout the entirety of Zone 2 and up. Technically, it's fixed at the level 10. Cruisers have a 40% chance to spawn. Gunners have a 30% chance to spawn. Chargers have a 20% chance to spawn. And tankers have a 10% chance to spawn. I think I told you all about the ships before. Cruisers, the red slow ship. Gunners, the slow shooting ship. Chargers, the cyan fast ship. Tankers, the purple slow but tanky ship. But that's how that's all set up. And all of the enemies spawn here. I forgot to do that, but that's fine. As a matter of fact, why don't I do that now? But as you can see, 9 enemies spawning in. And there's going to only be more the further you go into the zones. I don't know how long it took me to get through that zone. I think I started around like 2:30, and now it's 3:41. Although I think I started the recording at 2:30, and it's been an hour. Oh wait, okay, actually, it takes an hour to get to Zone 3, so I think that's a good balance, mayhaps. But there you have it. There you have it. That's the entirety of Zone 2. Now this is probably going to take like a week to upload to YouTube. I got like spliced together the recordings, but yeah. I just show you all the coding for the pause menu. Making menus, man. Oh boy. Let me tell you, making a fully functioning menu system that has like no kinks or bugs is a lot of work. A lot of work. I don't even remember what all of these were. I think these were just variables. Anywho's and wits. I'm tired. I just want to show you the progress I've been making. Maybe I'll be posting some pictures of some of the... Now, these aren't going to be difficulty 3 ships I'm going to be making in Zone 3. The plan is I'm going to have, like, get at least 13 difficulty 2 ships. They're all going to kind of just, spread out through, like, a few zones. Do what I did in Zone 1 and have the next difficulty ship come in at least one. And, keep going until you get to the end. Which, part of me is looking forward to playing that part, to going up to Zone 10 and experiencing the chaos, because it's supposed to be extremely difficult when you get to, like, Zone 10. That is the last zone. That's where all of the ships come into play. That's where your strategy has to be flawless. Your knowledge of all the ships have to be at peak. Obviously, not a lot of people are going to, like, replay the demo, because it's just a demo. Although nobody really... I don't think anybody got to the end... No, nobody got to the end of the demo, because if they did, they would at least be over 20,000 points. And I think those who were playing it quit through the start button, and annoyingly enough, there was a bug with the pause button, where if you die, you couldn't pause again. It's fixed now in the demo, but, you know. But I think people who were playing it didn't actually, like, play through it all the way, or at least paused and quit. A lot of people are so used to the way the game, like, the actual game Dreams pause, that they don't actually, like, you know, pause the, I mean, not a lot of people are going to add a pause button, because there's no easy way to make a pause button. For instance, the way I have it set up, bullets have, oof. Oh god, I just realized that's actually a problem. Hold on, we're gonna do some live testing right now. This is
Ready,
so annoying.
Set. Go.
Because there's obviously a zone limit. I don't know why there's a zone limit. And... hold on, I'm gonna do a test right here. So there's the bullet. It disappears. That's, I don't know. I don't want to have it be like... That's the thing. Is somebody gonna really just wait, like, 30 seconds? Just to... alright, I'm gonna have to fucking fix this. See, this is what I mean. You can't have a reliable pause menu without, like, a whole bunch of things getting in your way. Media modules, please add a pause gadget or something to pause a game. It's just so much work to have a functioning pause menu. To just, like... I mean, it does work. Like, if I can pause the game, if an enemy moves, I'll show you, like, it does stop. They don't, like... Yeah, they stop right there. They don't, like, the follower tag doesn't just fly out of the existence, like it has in multiple other occasions. That's another problem I have with follower tags, but I'll get into that at some other point. Alright, testing time. I'll probably have it fixed at some point. Like, by the time this video gets up, which is probably going to be like 2 days from now, I'll hopefully have it fit. Okay. I gotta fix that. Wonderful. Great. Fantastic. This is exactly what you want to see. I mean, it's not... I don't think it's a hard fix. I would have to have a zone... Wait a minute. Wait. I got an idea. Because enemy bullets are affected by health man, but that's also going to play the sound effect. Should I move the sound effect to the player? Because the sound effect for explosion is always the same. I could do that. I could move. Okay. Live brainstorming, people. Alright, I'm just gonna end this here. This has already gotten too long. But hey, you see how I brainstorm to fix problems. I'm just gonna have a health manager down here so I don't have to update everything. I'll do that in the demo as well, and I'm also gonna, I don't know, maybe increase the time for your bullet to stay on screen. Maybe have it recycle. Actually, recycling does seem a better idea. Seem like, because, okay, some ships only can really cycle so many bullets, so I can easily adjust that as I make new ships. Alright, there. Ideas. I don't have to go through too many workarounds. Alright, hope you've enjoyed this long as hell video, but hey, you can just have this on in the background while you're doing something. That's what I usually do when I watch YouTube videos and create. Can't really do that when I'm making music, though. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Gonna end it now before I continue. Goodbye, see you later, adios, enjoy.